Hello, everyone. For this cold open, I would like to talk about cake. Players like cake. When they have cake, they really like having it and eating it too. What is cake in Star Wars? Cake, I think I'm a pretty good baker. What do I mean? Well, when I bake a cake for the player, I make sure that there's not one, but 2 layers of icing, wealth talent, and a couple sprinkles, Force user, to go with the chocolatey cherry center, one Jedi in the party, but not the only Force user. And then I'll let the players sample it and go, every combat. But sometimes the dice are against the bad guys and work in favor of the players. And it might be conceived to the audience that they're taking their cake and just flinging it around and smearing it on the walls and pushing it into each other's faces and just laughing the whole while the GM sits and sulks. This is not true. Good in dice, bad in dice rolls play both sides. And I am confident that the dice will prevail for one side and then the other. There needs to be balance in the Force and balance in dice rolls. So we joke around quite a bit. I pretend to be a lot more upset or offended if they're having an easy go of things. I do not have the liberty like most GMs to go, I better balance the next encounter because that was too easy because of their level. Because we have locked into an idea of playing the module raw. We've nudged this bar a bit with patrons. Patrons are allowed to change their fate. We throw in a little bit of twist of circumstances. Lucky for a patron that wants to help the party. Unlucky for a member that wants to maybe hinder the party. But they don't hinder dice rolls. And they don't hinder combat so much as having a classic Star Wars, how are we doing? Same as always. That bad, huh? It's a situation thing, like a snowball, one thing going to the other. You have stayed with us for 6 seasons, and season 6 is actually rapidly coming to a close. There are 10 books in this series. There are 10 short adventures, and we are about to cap, in the next couple episodes, season 6. Have you enjoyed watching the players have their cake? Have you enjoyed watching the players eat it too? Well, I'm here to say that a delegation to debate a more serious look into the future for season 7 might hold some interesting changes. Not going back on our word, but definitely some interesting changes. There is the idea of Saga Plus that we have thrown around. There is the idea of hybrid, using a hybrid idea of taking ideas from other systems to enhance this game. Why, there's even the idea of possibly someone else sitting in this chair right here for an entire season just to change things up. Whatever we do, whatever we decide to do, we hope that we have your support, and we want to hear from you. If there's something that would ruin the entire ride for you by changing a rule set, changing the GM, changing a player, we hope everything we've done. We've allowed fans and patrons to do cameos. Show me another podcast that does that digs up a fan and says, hey, send us audio. Now you're an NPC. Or, hey, do an audition, and if we like you, you can play a bad guy, and if we really like you, maybe we'll keep you on as a player. We've gotten very lucky with several fans and listeners over the last couple of years, and we thank you. And without further ado, some logos. We've got footage all the way to the end of August. So we're like 6 episodes ahead. So 24, I'm thinking. Hello, everyone, and welcome to another exciting, dastardly episode of We Shot First, the podcast where I'll let you fill in the blank. Come on, you thought of something. As soon as I said nothing, I'm sure you thought of something trying to fill in the blank. If you contact us at rollmongers@gmail.com, tell us your story, tell us about your Star Wars table, give us permission to steal your ideas. We'll shout you out on the show. Maybe we'll use one of your ideas for a player, a build. God knows the NPCs are pretty dry in this adventure. Who knows what we can do. Guys, when we left, I was running a battle board. I was running battle music because I have kept us in rounds because of the excitement. Do you guys remember episode 6? And Han and Leia are at the bunker, and they got to set everything up, and then things go bad to worse. Doors open, doors close. Then they'd switch to Luke and Vader, and then they'd switch to Lando flying that kind of thing back and forth. Players don't like it when you split the party. Go scene to scene, We did something like that a couple episodes back, and turned out to turn it into a bit of a force vision, allowing, because of a patron point, a little bit of meta. Why is Merrick welding a door? Why would he suddenly, of six seasons, suddenly decide to weld that door? Well, I'm not going to call him out for meta. I'm just going to say that Merrick has a feeling, a Star Wars feeling, good feeling, a bad feeling, and he's welding the crap out of the certain door that might lead to certain doom. We have Aiden Willems playing Skiel Alida, and Joe Gibson is back in the house. And they've got toes to a line. They're looking around, and they really don't like how quiet this hallway is. And we were talking about doors. We were talking about ray shield emitters. We were talking about nozzles of gas things and stuff. Finally got it all sorted out. Meanwhile, in the little security bay, there's no window, thanks to certain players who remain nameless. And we have not just Dr. Leth, but his manservant / bodyguard / adopted son, Tail XS, hacking away at computers like mad. And in the corner, looking embarrassed, once again, Rahul Oberus gets a page, and it's one of those 911s, and if he doesn't answer it, his wealth talent might be frozen. And he apologizes just for a moment. Now, I'm not going to take him out of the entire combat, but just for a moment. And he says, sorry, guys, got to take this. We were on Dr. Leth. Do you remember the last thing you were doing, Leth? You were trying to get information and turn things up and shut things down. And I was talking vaguely about making the computer friendly and how DC-15 got you this information and yada, yada, yada. But I can't remember at what point you were trying to do. You guys had the Agent DOS's code cylinder, right?
Yes.
Right.
We were attempting to, well, first of all, we wanted to turn off the damn blaring alarm, which we succeeded to do. Even if it wouldn't, actually shut off the alarm, at least the sound would go away.
Yeah, you killed the speaker. Let's put it that way.
Yeah. Beyond that, I was wondering what specific, if there is any systems that this computer would have access to that I can potentially put to use.
Okay. So it's a closed system. It has comms in and out, so it has communication to other stations, but not access to their computers. It's a bit of a cold room. And this is a security measure so that someone can't just go downstairs and attempt to do what you're doing up here by hacking into the system and then going to this station, every other station, every other level. They've all been segregated, right? So there is communications down there. Everyone can talk to each other, but the system is pretty closed. It has information on the shift change. It has information on, using the nozzles and unlocking these doors. And everyone seems to have that alarm ability where you can put the building into auto lockdown. Okay. And with clearance, with DOS's cylinder, you find out with your hacking there, Leth, that you can disable some of the lockdown. You can actually reactivate and relock the turbo lift on this level if you wish. So right now it's locked down. If you wanted to re-engage the turbo lift, you could turn it on if you wanted, or leave it off so it doesn't disappear.
For now, I would like to leave that locked.
Okay.
Is there any information on like floor plan or schematics on this computer, or would that be a different computer, presumably?
Schematic. You are on the detention block level, and there is a closed system that is, you can talk to it, but you can't hack it. In the, like, there's a hallway it goes up, and there's like a firewall, I guess you could say, like some kind of dead cold system where they can call and say, hey, we want you to do this because you're the only person with finger on the trigger. Do it because we're your boss. And they go, okay. And they do it from their side. And that's the detention center, which is apparently right up the hallway with some very high profile prisoners. Now you got to ask yourself, you're in a building that isn't even completely being built yet. We've discovered that there's an Inquisitor level nearby, that there's some kind of administration level below us, and the current level you're on, 188, has all kinds of interesting things going, including a detention block, which actually has prisoners. It talks about prisoners being active, and it gives like serial numbers, but they're actual files. Like besides some, like it'll say prisoner 551, and it'll give a date captured, and it'll say, see this file, but the file is closed because it's accessible to a higher, you know what I mean?
I can see there are prisoners, but I cannot see the details of them. That's fair.
Yes.
And as far as the doors...
However, like DOS has access, but he would, as an agent, you say, well, why can't he just phone it up here? Because a real agent would walk in like he owns the place.
Yeah, he would just go there.
He would go in the detention center and go, get out of the chair, put in this thing, and find out what he wants. Or he'd call them and say, okay, I need this information sent to me. And they would box it and code it and send it to him if he had you know what I mean? Because otherwise it would just be a highway of slicers, and you know, the Empire would just be a mess. It would be too easy to gain, you know. Because I've noticed all through this module they talk about how much access you can gain on the street, how much access you can gain in Imperial Terminal, and how much access you can gain like inside a building about what's going on. And there's always those stages, right?
And I'm assuming that with the access I have here, I know that there is a detention block, and I know that these are prisoners that are in it, but I don't specifically know, like, oh, that's like 4 doors down and to the right kind of thing?
No, actually, it's at the end of the hall. Detention block starts right at the end of this hallway.
Okay.
So the side doors are administration, medical. Like if they want to take a prisoner out, they'll bring him in the hallway. There's a little medical bay here. There's, you know. So let's talk about the part of the map that he can access, right? So if I open up, let's do a little bit of a reveal here, since Leth is trying to figure out, and he's quickly, you know. You ever see those scenes where they're actually pressuring the computer guy? And they're like, come on, we need access to this. He's like, give me a minute. Okay. Comms and bullets. So like Leth is like rambling on about...
Zoom and enhance.
Yeah, like this, that, and the other.
I will shoot you.
Make clickety-clack love to that keyboard.
There's a restroom. There's another terminal that's a little bit more accessible, right? Now, we had backed some stuff up for determining what was going on with certain doors or whatever, okay? Right. So at this point, Leth, okay, I'm actually... to make amends, okay, to give Merrick a little bit more time to weld and to let you guys have a 2-minute, 5-minute discussion, okay? Leth, you learn from this terminal, this guard room, that there's an actual Imperial terminal in the next room they're guarding. And we're going to say that what you and I have been discussing, why isn't that letting me move you, is in here. So you, with DOS and guard keys and the terminal, you get access to this room here that I'm showing you, the next room. It's funny because it's literally adjacent.
So the laser walls are down now.
We get those.
No, there never was. Sorry, no ray shields. My bad. Something like remember, he's taken 2 levels. He decided, since they didn't map out the level below and above, he's moshed them into this, and he's used this map like multi-purpose, and it totally screwed me up.
Okay.
So sorry. So
all good.
Okay, so I'm not actively crushing a ray shield emitter. Got it. That works.
No. So as far as you know, there's just panels in the ceiling. Nothing's dropped out or poked out or jumped you guys yet, right? So
yeah, I would have taken a forward stance.
Yes,
just past the door as soon as the doctor moved into this room.
Yeah, and we had Gibson guarding you. TLXS might be able to assist. So we'll put him in the next room with Leth. Yeah. And for the moment, like he's not far away. We've got Shamwell.
He's got some use computer too, so he could stay there to do guard, to keep an eye on what's going on down there. Because if somebody does come up and come out, we'd want to know about it.
That or specifically the maglev, if it does activate, locking it down again would be just funny.
Yeah.
Okay. So Leth tells you guys what's in the other room, but this is just like him saying that there's some examination rooms, like minor medical stuff. Like see these 2 rooms that are on angles with like a little washer, refresher, and a chair. Like somebody could do some dental work, could implant a chip in somebody or tracker, pull it out. It's on-site, last-minute prisoner medicine.
They look like back.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They look. Yeah. Might we beat him every day and stick him in there, heal him up. No one saw nothing. Who knows?
Yeah.
And then you have what I think is a bit of a bathroom, like a bit of a refresher here on the right.
Anybody pee in the sink, you animals.
Does anybody need to go before we open that?
Looks like a shower room, actually.
Before the combat returns, yeah. Mr. Gibson. Reiku.
Yes.
What are you doing, sir? Welcome back. We've had you kind of guarding, like watching everyone 6 kind of thing and holding your breath. They destroyed the nozzles. At this point, going back into turns, the gas that we ruined the nozzles for has dispersed, so you no longer have to hold your breath. Though, I don't know if you have a breath mask in your gear, but Hall did and got his wearing. The droid is not funny, pretending to choke in front of you. That was not cool. Maybe he wishes you were choking. I don't know. Yeah. His humor chip hasn't completely. And one last room here is a bit of a conference room, for Imperial conventions and things. I don't know. Meeting room.
Or if we decide we're Star Trek and we want to go have a conference about what.
Yeah, I know. That's just what I'm thinking.
We're under red alert. What do we want to do?
Let's go to the ready room and sit at a table and talk about it.
Right. Planning room mid-mission.
Exactly. Giving Leth that proverbial 2 minute, again, the alarms have gone off. Forces are probably trying to get here, and we've only locked down 1 elevator. Maybe there's another way up here, right?
And a door.
On a feeling, Merrick is welding a door. While he's doing that, while we have Reiku and Skeel on point, looking around, also peeking a door, checking out TLXS and Leth in the computer room. Was there anything anybody wanted to do quickly? Get out the proper weapon, the gear, load the thing. You guys are no longer in stealth mode. You guys were concealing weapons, and you know what I mean?
I will trade out some of my weaponry to you. Actually, it should be relatively additive because I'm going to switch rifle for pistol. And still have my stun baton, and then I will help him use computer.
Do we want to try to sneak some people up with their armor? The guards? And go...
Oh, did you want to strip them and put on armor?
Oh.
No, clearly those of us who won't fit into it. But we do have members that would.
You look pretty chunky for a stormtrooper.
Don't judge me.
all of your heads are like standard issue helmet size. If you guys wanted to rock the helmet with the breathalyzer in case there's more mist in your future.
No, I think Skill would be one of those people.
I'm just saying.
All of our heads? Wow. Can't believe you.
I mean, he did say standard, so
You cut a hole in the top.
Just ruins the vacuum sealing.
You have a lightsaber. No. I didn't think of it. If he brings it down, it's like a pylon. You bring it down
It's
until
more
it's
like a
snug because the
Travico,
width.
yeah.
yeah.
What you're saying is we get two and weld them together? Cut a hole in the bottom one?
No. if he cuts a hole in the top and puts it on the pointy end and slides it down until his head gets thick enough to seal it, what's the problem? There you go. Anyway, sorry, Aiden, I forgot you're a mutant from outer space.
Perfect disguise.
Yes.
Invisible.
Apparently, there's a lot of internet about Syrians going on right now with the Acolyte, and Syrians saying they've been around for 1,000 years. The Sith haven't been around. Your granddad isn't very popular. So
Don't take the podcast, Jeff. No, I'm kidding.
yeah, that's true. Sorry, my bad.
Cross contamination.
That's right.
My bad. So,
Other than potentially looting the bodies.
Always take the guns.
TLXS had a
guns,
good
power
go
packs.
at 1, and it was looking for codes and stuff, but they don't have them. They just have, they've got the proverbial code to unlock the doors that are on this level right here. They
And the
can
bathroom.
access these 6 rooms and the bathroom.
So
There's only one key. They got to share it.
Dr. Leth,
It's on a
will you-
stick.
It would
Yes.
be great if Dr. Leth or somebody at least gathered their weapons away from them and anything like that and set it off to the side so that they weren't just.
A duffel bag of loot.
I don't know if we double tapped everybody in here.
Don't worry, Merrick will make sure to do that after he's done.
Yeah, if only one of us had lots of arms and could do that quickly.
Well, double
kinda
tapping
brutal,
could earn you
actually.
some dark side points, but
What?
Best
taking
for the
people's
roaming
stuff?
NPC to do that.
no double tapping.
Oh, hey, there's a good idea. Let's have a dark side point check. Reiku, how many dark side points do you have? None?
Pause for concern.
Just looking him up.
I have. Oh my!
look him up. One second.
Did I not give you one for being weird down in the lower levels of...
I have,
Weird.
I have 2.
You have 2! Oh, wow. He's a fast learner. He's only done a cameo, man. You guys got to catch up. Doug, TLXS, does George even get dark side points?
0. Of course I can.
10.
Sure you can. You can just play Master.
Yeah.
That'd be cool. Everyone, Doug gets one, the Master gets one.
I'm
What the hell is
just
this?
following orders.
That's a quick way to get reprogrammed.
Wait, if you get reprogrammed, does that actually eliminate the dark side points?
I have threatened Matt that if his character dies, he either has to take the chair for a season or as true punishment. He's got to play a droid that's quite programmed, but not exactly programmed like Rahal. So he's got to do like a bad impression of his own character as a droid.
Oh, like an imprint.
How many points you got there, Doug? TLXS.
0.
Dark side. 0. Good for you. Dr. Les.
Also 0.
Oh.
Why would the doctor have dark side points?
He was saving
I-
burning children.
Yeah. How many you got, Merrick? Don't change the subject. He doesn't. 2.
2. 100%.
Skeel?
Less than 1.
Yeah, right. That 0.5. I really hate that episode.
Did that? Who would do something like that?
That is not some rules is written shit. We need to correct that.
Look, we have already come to agreement. The next time I earn 1, I earn 2.
Yeah, it's pending. Yeah,
Yeah.
that makes sense.
It's been pending for 6 seasons because
Exactly.
that was
It
the
has
first
kept
fight.
me
It's
in
great.
line, all right? And has made things more difficult and more interesting. all
And
right?
when
Well,
his
because
allies
now
have been
there's
doing some-
specific force powers at risk.
Almost. Well, we also benefit from those force powers, so let's not rock the boat too hard.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%. I'm glad that he can put his fingers in his ears when we're doing some dark
Does
shit.
Oberus have any dark side points?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
3. He's leading
Leading the
pack.
charge.
Yes, he is.
That's appropriate.
Yes. Questioning prisoners, torturing prisoners, a fine line. Okay, so just so we're clear, we are getting to a point in this adventure where destinies can be fulfilled or broken, where a real difference and a real kick to the balls of the Empire can be made if you can survive. Gentlemen, Leth tells you what he knows, hacks what he can. We've switched out weapons. Checking the guards, they have... Where are
1 million Kryptonian credits.
Wait, they've got crypto credits?
Yes.
I don't think we need those.
Yeah, I don't know. They're worthless.
So they have what's called Coruscant Guard armor with the helmet package, which is the same as Stormtrooper armor. Yep. It's red, damn it. And here I said it's not. And they go, look up Stormtrooper armor, +6 armor, +2 equipment, comlink, a blaster rifle, an electro staff, and 2 stun grenades each, -1 I threw at you. So that would actually be 7 stun grenades, Merrick. God help us. Woot.
Oh, I don't take all of them. We can disperse those.
Oh, good. Yes, moderate is good. So you guys want to spread those around?
1 each.
And we just
7
throw them all the same round.
1. Merrick gets 2, or he just won't be upset. Oh, Reiko gets 2 because he's got 4 arms. There you go. If anyone's going to be a grenade launcher.
Yeah, that sounds fair. That sounds fair.
Just bear in mind that stun grenades will essentially take out mooks at best. If anybody at our level or anybody with more than 15, 20 hit points, because it's 4d6 stun.
Yep. And then half. And then half and half. That's why I think I was pushing on them. Hey, look at these awesome stun grenades. Please, everyone have one. Waste your actions. Lob.
I have Sasha. It stuns permanently.
So.
Keep using that word, but I don't think you think what it means. It was what it means.
I would be stunned if I was hit by Sasha.
He just butt strokes people with the freaking rifle butt. See how quickly I mended that, Doug? Don't look into it.
You mean butt strokes?
Yes. Merrick comes up behind you and smiles and just runs his fingers down your spine and lower. It's not the butt stroke we're talking about. We're talking
Shall we
about
move through the last door we haven't looked into yet?
Oh, so
yes. Okay.
So also my temporary hit points fall off because I assume we're out of comp.
And our
yeah.
And I assume
Merrick, you
you've
want to
already
join the
done
fun?
whatever
Yes.
lookups in the Imperial room that we were going to do.
Yeah. I just wanted to see what these guys were
And you
doing.
got
But
it,
when you
got
said
it.
search body, if you're going to switch gear, search bodies and stuff, that takes the nice 2 minutes. So that's fine. That's cool.
Well, I was giving instructions for other people to do those things, not myself, since we had people to do those things. But
Okay. So you guys are coming down the end of the hallway, and there is doors aplenty, and the one on the end. Let's talk about the door on the end. Dun, 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 dun. Yes,
we
yes,
should
yes.
space ourselves
Yes.
just a teeny bit more than that. If
What?
Wait, you don't like the cluster attack?
I mean, we're still in a full cone for auto fire through that
All right,
doorway.
here. Bit about.
Okay,
See,
better.
that
More better.
sounds like a problem for those with guns.
Yes.
We can't really do much about that.
So, shield sparked up.
Okay.
Can I do a
So-
pre-encounter thing? If it that
What's
will
that?
last an encounter, that'll be the encounter
What's that?
after this door opens. Just to boost my hit points. Grand leader, you are all doing a really great job. We're gonna kick some butt here, and everybody gets 11 temporary bonus hit points.
Starts doing
It'd
a
be
Wolf
great
on Wall Street.
if he
kinda
actually had,
clap-a-thon.
like, I want TLXS to have like recorded audio from HoloNet commercials where he just pushes a button at someone else's voice, you know, you can do it, just do it, and he's smiling and nodding, you know, like that's his, you know.
From a really bad motivational, like
Like a Tony Robbins
say,
speech.
yeah.
It'd be way funnier if he was having Leth give the lines. Like,
Oh
Doctor,
my god!
I need this line. Very well. You are
Well, he-
doing good, team. Go get them.
It's like a text to speech.
You know, it's amazing what AI can do these days by copying less voice and face, and you are technically walking AI, Doug. So.
Honestly, though, the difficulty part there would be Leth would deliver it as if he was a psychologist.
Let's hear it. Let's hear what came out of TLXS. It's already canon now, thanks to Aiden.
Sure, what was the actual wording?
He wanted to, like, you guys can do it. We got this. Let's go kick some ass. Something like that. What's less
Don't
audio?
worry. You can do it. You can kick some ass. Is this enough?
And that's
Star
always on
Wars
the end of it.
ASMR. Left side YouTube channel.
I could literally see someone pressing a cassette tape and then that coming out. No, honey, I'm done with therapy. I just like listening to him. He puts me to sleep. Play.
Now I need that as a drop, and every time I do Grand Leader, I'll just press a button, and we'll have that audio play as my audio drop for. That's my come at me, bro. Have some hit points.
There's some great ideas all around. Doug set us up. Aiden ran with the ball, but I gotta say, for Jay being such a good sport and delivering that, I'm gonna give Jay a force point.
Yay.
That was good. Guys, as you make your way down the corridor, you see a closed blast door at the end of the hall. Suddenly, 2 blaster turrets drop from the ceiling out of concealed panels on either side of the door and open fire. Yes, it is. Oh, don't worry. Ladies and gentlemen, they don't know. You know, and I know. I never took them out of battle mode or battle music. I gave them a false sense of security. Let's all go to the battle board.
Going to the battle bridge. Does that mean we're going to separate the saucer section?
Yes.
Definitely gonna re-roll that.
You're only allowed 1 Trek reference per episode, Doug, or you're going to make the fans antsy.
That's 1.
Much
Sweet.
better.
That is much better.
Okay. Who would
Wait,
like...
we re-rolling initiative?
Yes.
I thought we were still
Okay.
in combat. Okay. I'll re-roll.
No, we dropped out and everyone was switching weapons. And
All right.
Yeah, I
No, it's
switched my
okay.
other pair of lightsabers. You know,
changes the color. No,
Guys,
that
sorry,
would be
I
swapping the
gotta
crystal.
switch.
Hey,
Gotta have
why
the
is
right
this
mood
one
lighting.
red? Why is this one red?
Yeah.
Was this
No
one
reason.
red when you gave it to me?
Suddenly there's a giant flashback of
fuzzy.
like
Why is
the
it
other
fuzzy?
adventure for the lightsabers skill went on.
Yeah. I'm telling you, man,
Side quest.
it's doable. We go to episode 1. We use TLXS. Switch gives you guys TLXS as a thing for his life because you guys were working for Gangalore to kill Switch, and everyone's evil. You know, we could do this in October instead of playing Hell's Vengeance, and it's called We Plot First instead of We Shot. You know. Anyway,
So, skill beat
Don't
me
take
by
away evil.
0.03.
Yes, I did.
They're measuring the size of their initiative.
Yes. And his
Just
is...
remember, if you're not first, you're last.
Damn it. he's-
The problem is that I have the code cylinder to open the door.
The bigger problem is the 2 turrets that just
Yeah,
dropped
actually,
out of the
that's-
ceiling.
Like, we open the door and just get out of the hallway.
Yeah, that's solid. Solid. What if? But
if you want to run right up under the turret and play with the door and see if DOS's code cylinder gives you access through a... Did I mention the one on the end is a blast door, not a regular door? Feel free to try your luck. All right, where are we here? Top initiative order. Oh, what a surprise. It's Skeel. Even Ryan with a 35-15
Nat
couldn't
20.
beat 35.18. He had to just nudge him. It's going to be a force
which means that skill has room to be better.
Oh, absolutely, I do.
He's always first.
Are the turrets basically right above myself and Jordu?
Jumping dice.
Yes.
Are they within melee distance?
If you give me a good jump check or athletics check, you can.
That sounds like a lot of effort. I'm just gonna attempt to use move object on one and rip it out. I'll target the one on the left directly above me and yank it.
I will give... Now, turrets, there's a lot of different stats. I was even looking up the other night when I had 5 free minutes. There's a talent tree where you can like put yourself together a quick little turret. And then it improves, right? Give you an idea. I'll give you the numbers so that you guys can imagine how thick, how powerful these turrets are. Okay? They have a reflex of 20. They have the the World War II ACAC guns that had the big plate and the barrel stuck through the plate.
Yeah.
Or they're in a ball and the guts are all hiding behind a DR5 plate, and these things have 50 hit points each. So there's 2 turrets, and each turret has a reflex defense of 20, a DR5, and 50 hit points each. These are big guns, and they come down, and yes, they can basically shoot every square in this hall, including right down on you guys. So maybe you want to rethink that jump.
Yeah.
What do you do?
That's why I've rethought it. I'm going to attempt to grab one with move object and pull it out of the ceiling.
Can you damage something with move object?
Yes. So you can just damage it by basically moving it. So it would be, in this case, affecting the servos and how it's mounted. But it wouldn't actually move it. Ooh, that was almost one.
Wouldn't you be better off with force grip?
Damage-wise, move object has the potential to do more, but it's typically about the same. Plus, force grip is against fortitude defense, and these, I think, have my assumption would be pretty high fortitude, so...
When this thing has no fortitude, it only has a reflex defense. It's a machine, that's the thing. Anyway, saying, since its reflex is 20, you reach out with the force with 26, you have a hold of it with the force, because you beat the roll, it's fine.
Yep.
And for damage...
6 die 6.
And this is based on... Because usually force moving objects is based on you hitting a wall or throwing something big at it. So I'm just curious where you're getting the D6 from. Is this you juicing it with a force point, or is there a base 4d6 for anything you move?
No, it's... So DC 15 is 2 die 6, and then 20 is 4 die 6, 25 is 6 die 6.
Oh, okay, so the higher you roll, the better the grip, and as long as you beat my reflex, I'm fine with that. Okay.
Yeah.
So, do you guys remember the scene where Vader starts phoning it in against Luke, and he's pulling pipes off the wall? Right? But there's a couple where they don't quite come right away. They just bend and pull, and little steam comes out, right? So, as per, a basic ruling, okay, this thing has 50 hit points. He grabs the one that's, let's say, right above him, okay? He grips it and yanks for 24. It has damage reduction, so the plate, the extra bolting, he's trying to grab the gun, not the casing, let's say. I'll still allow its damage reduction, unless there's something... Is there something in written word where force powers surpass damage reduction like lightsabers?
No.
Okay.
At least not that I'm aware of.
I'm trying to help you out here, but honestly, I would go with is just grabbing it. So
yeah, the other thing is I could just rip a door off the hinges and throw it at the turret.
No, then I would definitely give it its damage reduction. Anyway, that's fine. So 50 minus 19. Okay. So he gives it a good... Anyway, you guys hear bolts popping and things springing and hose leaking, but it still starts swiveling and, 'tis functioning. There's... How much did you do? Objects... I don't think they have a damage threshold. Doug, help me out here.
No, they would have hit points, but that would be about it. And I think you got 24 on the damage dice, but
I like the idea that he's breaking it, and maybe it won't fire as accurately. Maybe a negative to hit if he can, condition it. You know what I'm saying?
That would all be imposed by you because there's no condition track for a...
See how nice I could be if you guys let me homebrew stuff, but everyone's been afraid because I've been bitching about a bunch of rules, right? Everyone's been afraid that if I homebrew, I would take advantage. It's like, no, there's a lot of nice, cool things where in the moment I would be like, oh, I could give you this and I could see this, and I am only here to be ambiguous. One day I'll look up that word. Anyway, so a good yank from Poser. And now it's Merrick's turn. Yeah, do with it with you will, whether you want that. I'm tired. Merrick, you're up. STX, you're on deck. What do you want to do?
Okay, the one that didn't get damaged by skill becomes my prime target.
Okay. I'm gonna say it's
and
the
then
ceiling's high
as
enough. Like if they're gonna put a turret in the ceiling, they're not gonna want these things to drop down in easy reach. So I don't think your friends would give it any cover. You've got a nice clear shot up to it.
Excellent. This is good.
Okay.
Indeed. I will target them.
Okay.
One becomes a prime
reflex
target.
reflex DC of only 20.
I also wish to double attack.
Okay.
So I will auto-fire with bracing.
You can't brace and double attack. Double attack is a full round action.
So you can brace and shoot it once, or you can.
Thank you.
Are you
unbrace and
thinking
shoot
rapid
it.
shot?
Double.
can't rapid
double,
shot,
not
no.
rapid. You're thinking D&D.
No, there's a rapid shot.
but,
And this it only gives you an extra dice damage.
Oh,
if you're going pew, pew.
that's not for this weapon. That's pew pew.
Oh, okay.
Not
Okay. Sorry.
so
Continue.
yeah, sorry. So brace, no
Mhm.
double. One prime target. And let's go. Dice. Where's my button? Oh, right here. Beep boop. Submit. Ooh.
Need
What
a
did I
force point
roll?
on that one.
3. You know what? Before I even do math, I'm going to use Desperate Gambit. So I get to re-roll, but I'll take a -2 to my AC. So re-roll and do better, dice. Oh, much better. 29 to hit.
Okay.
Okay. So we won't worry about the +2. Let me just run through it. Auto-fire with bracing makes a 0. Prime target is +2 to hit. I didn't use burst fire. I used Desperate Gambit. My AC for reflex is now 2 lower. Bear in mind. Didn't use double attack. All right, rock on. And the prime target will take an extra D8 on damage. So they both, based on what I know, would take 21 points of damage, but my favored one take 1d8. Whoop whoop. Ooh. So my prime target takes 26 points of damage, and the one that Skeel hit took 21 points of damage.
Okay. So, taking out damage reduction. I am adjusting for damage reduction.
Yes.
Don't worry about it. I've got it.
Yeah, no, 100%.
Oh,
an assured attacker. What? 3's pretty solid. I'll stick with it.
okay. You
Yep.
start chewing these things up. They are smoking. They are heating up. They are getting scorched like mad, but technically at the moment they are still working. SDX.
All right. Well,
I'm like, I got a 26 and I'm way down the initiative track. We have 4 shots at this thing.
Yeah.
This turret array before it even goes. TLXS, would you like to bake a cake with me?
only if I can eat it too. I'm going to shoot the. So they're both still operational.
Moving.
Okay.
They're
And
swerving and searching for targets.
I will target the one that Skeel originally damaged since it's been hit twice.
Yeah, it looks worse. It's a little sluggish. I'll give it that.
28 for 30 points of damage, and I'm going to re-roll that 2.
What are you shooting with?
Heavy blaster rifle.
Okay.
The-
The one in your artwork.
No, I had to leave that one behind. Ooh, that goes up to a 9. So that 2 becomes a 9. So that's a +7. So it's for 37 points of damage to the one that Skeel had targeted.
Okay. The turret above Skeel sparks and hisses. Doesn't explode, but falls limp above your head and ceases to function. Boom.
I will then. I don't know that nobody will have cover there. What else can I do with this? Can't come at me, bro. To a turret.
I don't know.
You have
Maybe
to
there's a guy
believe.
behind it with a
can
joystick,
try.
right? Is it, you see a camera?
Oh, is there a camera? Oh, I can't shoot it twice. All right. Then I think that's like looking at all my stuff one last time. I hate leaving action economy on the ground. I will fly up and place myself between the turret and Dr. Leth so that he definitely has soft cover if and when it fires.
Okay.
But stay within 5 feet of him so that I can take damage for him too.
Okay.
And I'm done.
Tired of wasted action economy, friends? Well, not in a Star Wars game, but possibly in a future Star Wars game. But in a 5th edition revamp by a homebrew Kickstarter inventor, DC20 is coming to your table soon. The wife got so excited she backed the Kickstarter, and the way they handle initiative is quite interesting. And the way they give players 4 actions that float through the entire initiative, so you can jump in and use them practically whenever you want, is also cool. So you don't feel like you have to dump 4 actions, be effective, and then sit back and wait 20 minutes as the initiative goes all the way around the table until you get to do something again. Yes,
25
Mr.
minutes
Gibson.
because there's always an ad break right at the
Yeah.
worst possible time, you know? Don't you hate when that happens?
No, I'm
Especially
really
right before
enjoying
your
myself.
turn.
Well, I'm losing this encounter. I'm sorry. You guys are winning this encounter. Congratulations. I'm just living for time. So, next up, we have Dr. Leth himself.
Well, I mean,
Down. When to go?
current patterns suggest this would be probably faster to just continue follow the trends. I'm going to aim around the droid now flying in front of me and fire at the remaining turret.
Okay. You want us to move? So he's not giving it cover?
I was aiming to negate cover.
Oh, yeah. Well, my thought is you're not adjacent because he's off the ground. He's literally like trying to be floating cover. That's what made me.
Yeah. But aiming literally negates cover.
Negates. No, I'm just saying why I stumbled there for a minute.
yeah,
But
yeah.
since you, as a player, you're pretty much got your, shall we say, legs in his face because you're favored to the player. He can just lean out. That's fine. Go ahead. 2 actions to aim.
Ooh,
and
that was
shoot.
close.
Pew, pew.
That would be a 21 to hit
Yes, that hits.
for 32 points of damage.
Oh,
32 points of damage. And once again, Deadeye Leth proves that you don't have to be alive for him to one-shot stuff, and he just hits one of those, those thick cables that come around the back of a turret. He just hits that, and the thing just, it starts firing, but it's not doing anything. There's no tabana gas getting fed into the chamber. Because
Honestly,
it goes next.
don't
And one
skip your
aims right at you guys and goes, pop, 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 but nothing comes out.
don't skip trigonometry class.
There you go. Joe.
Yep.
I want to thank you so much for showing up for most of season 6.
Oh, it's almost over.
You don't want to invest in the skill initiative next season? What do you want to do? The turrets have been defeated. I didn't even get a shot. I mean, they didn't even get a shot.
What would I like to do? Have somebody open up the good old blast door. Whether I can or somebody else can.
Okay. On the turret's turn, as Reiku, where are you? I was going to say step forward, but you're already at the door. You start playing around with this door, and I'm not going to say that there is cameras or not cameras, but I will say that suddenly, after the turrets are defeated, in a dastardly... Come on, damn it. A dastardly turn of events. What's going on here? Ray shields. Ray shields pop up on your map. At least they would. If I could grab them, would be nice. Make them look bad here. There we go. Suddenly, ray shields are activated, dividing the party, trapping in a 4-square space against the blast door, Reiku, Skeel, and TLXS, and safely tucked away TLXS behind the ray shields out of danger is your master, Dr. Leth. A couple squares back, we have Rahal, and just inside the last ray shield, also trapped in the middle, we have Merrick, cut off. And that's what happens on the bad guy's turn. Reiku is checking out the door. How to get the blast door open. It talks about hit points, it talks about damage reduction, and it talks about you possibly popping a panel, referring to the Jedi bunker in Return of the Jedi. Popping a panel and doing something with mechanics. These are blast doors. Not easily forced without any kind of hydraulic, sir.
I'll step aside for somebody else to do that. That is not me.
Can I have a perception check from you, Reiku, before you go?
Pop it. 13. Oh yeah, awesome roll. Everything is fine.
Yes.
So-
Just keep swinging. Just keep
Yeah.
swinging. All the arms. All right.
I do not notice anything. Nick's turn there.
Well, Hall comes walking out of the computer room and puts his cell phone away and says, sorry, guys, what did I miss? Oh, crap. And he sees that he's stuck in here with ray shields. But it is his turn. What would you guys like him to do?
Jeez, Merrick, do you think you can take these out for us? I mean, come
I
on,
don't
you're
have the
slacking a bit.
I don't have the computer skills that Leth has, but with my vast experience and knowledge of the Force, I mean, the Jersey Force and other things, I would guess that Dr. Leth should have another go inside the computer room here, because if they're on this level and in this hallway, there is a slight, minuscule chance that he's the best man for the job and might be able to lower them. That's just a hunch. And scene. And he bows out and steps away. Round 2. Skeel.
Oh, I have the perfect key for the blast doors.
Yes,
Well-
please.
Holds up lightsabers and
Oh,
just sticks them both in.
Yes, yes. Oh, I love it. Do lightsabers ignore damage reduction?
Yes, they do.
Sweet. Okay, every round, free hit. It's not like they're hinges. Free hit, and just give me total damage that you can do in a single round without damage reduction of 10 that you bypass.
Yes. So 31.
Ooh, we're off to a good start. Now you only have one. You're not doing the Qui-Gon in, melt, and rotate. Are you trying to like just cut a hole, or are you just trying to cut a door like along the edge so that it falls open, or what are you actually kind of going for here?
actually cutting towards the. I guess it depends on how it closed, but like part of the reason Qui-Gon was cutting into the middle was to like basically break the door lock so that they would like pull open.
Okay.
So I'm trying to do something similar, just pushing
That's
in
fine.
with both of them to try and break that lock.
You push in both, and instead of swirling, you can just kind of slowly work them apart, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Like do the big sort of S, pull apart and something like that. Is that what
Oh
you want
yeah, pull them apart and then like draw the circle with them. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I'll start doing that.
All right. Very, very satisfying. 31, did you say?
Yes, 31.
Okay.
I rolled 2 1s on my D4s.
You're off to a good start. Starts melting the door. I've waited so long for this scene. Really, like it's just fine.
I mean, I could have done it last season.
No. You did so much last season.
Someone decided there were hinges on a door.
It's for your own safety. I'm telling you. If you got inside that box with 4 or more AC troopers and only one guy flying in the air, they all would have turned on you. There'd be no Jedi. So that would be twice. The DM might have looked the other way, not to mention the temple falling on your head. Anyway. Which brings us to Merrick. Trapped in the latter half with 4 squares deep, 2 squares wide. Bathroom on your right. Haha, lucky you. Computer room on your left.
I will have these laser grid down faster than it will expand. And I walk over. I walk over to beside movement that is Askew, and I kick a panel off the wall randomly, like I know this building inside and out. And then there's wires inside, and I start messing with.
All right.
Make a mechanics
Can I have a perception check? Can I have a perception check, please?
Oh, yeah, okay, sure. That's not a strong suit, so that will subjectively modify things. 20, not natural.
Oh, that's good. As you kick the panel and expose wires, you see a very special shielded piping that it's not a matter of mechanic check to mess with it here, but you picture the wiring, and then in your mind's eye you can follow it up, and you can guess where the emitters are. And you see the emitters, and you can defeat the shields by attacking the projectors on the walls. They have a reflex defense of 5.
Yes.
They have a DR of 5 and only 15 hit points each. However, if you miss, the blaster fire will ricochet off the shields, endangering those trapped within. On a 1d20 plus 5, if a shot hits a hero, it deals damage as if the weapon were used. At least it's not using your base attack.
Cool.
Now, with a reflex defense of 5, it's not like you can miss, right? Unless you roll a 1. Right?
Those numbers do exist on the dice.
Okay.
But yes.
Are you as surgical with a rifle as you are with a hydrospanner?
Yes.
Okay.
So I use burst fire.
Okay. Kick open the panel.
Yep.
Perception. Start mucking around. I'm going to say that this realization pointing to the truth is your turn, and I will get back to you, sir.
And as I stare at it, I make it my prime target.
Okay, that's fine. TLXS. Master is trapped on the other side of the window.
Yeah, he's... Jordan, you said you stepped back from the door, right? Can I trade places with you since you said that?
Yep.
Is there a camera in this room?
You give me a perception check. Look for them.
Sure. 19.
Yes, there are nodes, as they were, dotting the walls so that they have eyes on.
How many of them?
I'm assuming that they would have a couple of camera angles for the hallway kind of thing.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like not just probably one or two in the hall and one in each room at least.
Okay. Well, I will shoot one of them.
Okay. They can't be any better than an emitter.
Got a 20 for 29 points of damage. Hopefully that.
Okay. Oh yeah. Yeah. Even if like I said, even if I make them as tiny and as annoying with damage reduction as an emitter, you knock one out in one shot. Pew.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, that does me.
Okay. Dr. Leth. Next to Merrick, who's ripping panels and mumbling about projectors and ray shields. What do you do? All thinks you can possibly hack them.
I mean, I probably could, but I don't see that taking it any. I see that taking quite a while. Noticing that Merrick is looking at the wiring, is it possible for me also to be like, oh, that's where that code goes?
Yeah, give me perception.
Intense stares.
You want to like try to trace the ones behind you, kind of thing, like, or just help him with his.
More like looking over his shoulder at like what he's looking at, and then kind of try to draw similar conclusions.
Sure. Perception.
25.
Yeah, 20 reveals the actual projector, and with your perception of 25, like for the bonus, you're actually like reverse engineering his line of thought. There's the projector, and he's he's looking at the power source for it, which really isn't accessible. They thought this through, so you're like your best bet is actually try to snipe the projectors as opposed to rip random wires that are.
I'm assuming the projector is like on the ceiling.
It says projectors plural, but yes, if we're gonna go with the classic.
From the top down kind of thing.
Yeah. Attacking the projectors and the walls.
Maybe it's like the ones from Phantom Menace at the
projectors
end of the fight.
It says projectors and the walls. Huh. Yeah. I'm guessing like at the very least like Phantom Menace over the head or maybe the two corners, you know.
Okay, so not like right beside me, but
yeah.
Yep. All right, then I'll kind of look up and see if I can take a shot at one of them.
Sure.
25.
That is a hit.
For 31 points of damage.
You knock out one of the emitters. One of the projectors. So there's Merrick. He's doing the math and everything, and he finds it. He gets all excited, and again, you should be like a gunslinger, like just shoots.
I've looked. I don't need it.
Dead on. Takes out an emitter. Pew. Dude. It talks in plural, but if one successful use computer, or like, you know, the other ways seem pretty simple. Merrick, you are on the wrong side of the detention center. I like your thinking. It's classic Star Wars, but what you wanted to do was actually like in the next room. That kind of thing. Okay. I will be nice. For now.
Well, if that does take down...
Left drops a shield. Yep. Pew.
Okay, then I would like into the comms. I'm going to say, Rahal, if you could potentially do the check the computer systems for getting rid of that last one.
And Reiku. Any computer skills?
What?
You have any computer skills?
Yes.
Okay. You want to come in here and try your luck?
Sure. But 24 and then 16.
Leth, perception is free. You take your shot. You're looking at Rahal. Move action. You want to pass him Doss's code cylinder?
Sure.
Sit down, plug it in, picks up where he leaves off. Right? For a big muscle-bound guy, it suddenly occurs to you, and it didn't occur to you till now, that this guy has 4 sets of fingers. And he stretches out over the keyboard and just like Batman caves this shit. Just 4, different consoles reaching up and down like he's piloting a space shuttle. Fingers go wide, all, double screen, everything, blah, 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 type of thing. And with a 24 use computer,
Yes.
he manages to drop the shields behind us. And the power, Merrick, fades out of the line that you were about to play with as he disables the shields. One from damaging a actual emitter and one from dropping them via computer. Which brings us to Rahal. Good job, Reiku. I guess I'm not paying you for nothing. Thanks, Leth. We got this. Round 3. Skeel. Burn, burn, burn. Ring of fire.
That is 32 points of damage.
32 points of damage. Do. Burning, burning, burning. Still there, but you're making excellent progress, sir.
Glad to hear it.
Merrick. Your friends defeat your ray shields.
That's okay. It's a team dream, anyways.
I'm seeing a redundancy here. Oh, no, you defeat our problem. No, you defeat our problem. Oh, I couldn't defeat a problem. Why don't you defeat our problem?
It takes a team to score a basket.
Oh, okay. Nice way of thinking. I'm just being pissy. I'm tired. So, what do you want to do, Merrick? With fresh actions.
Skeel's working on the doors. Again, team dream.
Okay. SDX.
I will pick another one of those visual cameras and shoot at it.
Okay. Perception. Where are you, Mr. Camera?
So my first perception didn't see them all.
You pick out a camera. They could be anywhere in this hallway.
Okay.
You don't see any that are on this end of the hallway. Perhaps if you move.
Nope. I'll spend a force point.
Okay.
17.
If it takes a 20 to spot an emitter, I'm going to go with a 20 to spot a camera.
Okay.
A security
And
cam.
I
right?
wasted that.
However, perception is free. You have move actions if you want to move around and keep rolling.
I'm good.
All right. Dr. Leth. This muscle-bound guy is showing up one of your skills.
And
I'm just saying,
I mean,
one injection, prostrate failure, he's no longer a problem. He won't be able to say his own name, let alone show you up at the computer.
I'm a doctor.
Aren't you still testing that serum where you guys could take on more than one med pack a day? And you were trying to get rid of the penalty?
Testing. Yes.
Yeah, well, just big, strong guy.
Well, when he gets
money.
shot, certainly.
All right. Because of more things. Oh, that's right. You have no dark side points. Just
Exactly.
level the way.
Noticing that TLXS is kind of scanning the hallway, could I assist to see if I can find any cameras myself?
Sure, you're already looking around, yeah. It's kind of funny watching somebody look around when they got their gun up in the air. They've already shot one, and it's like, where are you? Where are you? He looks like one of those paranoid survivalist preppers, right? I've shot one. They're always watching. The government's watching. The
22?
Imperials are always watching. Ah, there's one. Down this end of the hallway.
Sure, let's shoot that one.
Sure.
Now 27 to hit for 29 points of damage.
Sir, we've gone blind. We've lost all feed in the camera. We've also lost camera feed in the detention block, outer ring. What do we do? Hit him with the electric floor. Yeah. We're very paranoid. We hit him with electric floor. Sir, it hasn't been installed yet. Damn it. Well, hopefully the blast door will hold. And two guys look over at this ring that's appearing. Then they call their moms. Mom, I just wanted to say I love you. Reiku.
Yes.
Hey, look at this. Apparently, using the Alderanian 20-year pension plan as a model, the Imperials are paying their security Coruscant guards a very similar pay model. It's very interesting. Scaling and... Oh, sorry. But anything else you want to do with the computer?
No, because I do believe everything's already been done.
Okay.
Grab the cylinder.
Okay.
You could ready in action to disable things shields if they come on. It reminded me of shutting the door. Ready in action to shut the door if the door opens.
Was it still... Go ahead.
No, I'm good. I'll just, grab the cylinder code and give it back to Les.
If you reference another pod, though, Doug, you got to say, because everyone's going to go, when did Joe's guy shut a door in Star Wars?
You got to listen to them all. That's called an Easter egg. They got to listen to all of them to put the little pieces together.
I was wondering about Aiden talking about being the moral compass, and went back to the episode where Rahal was betting against Skeel in the gladiator pit with Darga the Hutt, and how upset Leth got with you guys.
Yeah.
And scolded you. Yeah, like, you know, moral compass is interesting. Anyway.
And then bet against Skeel surviving.
Yeah.
Quite the moral compass.
Yeah, that was...
So then I get this random email from a guy called Baldwin, and he says, you can't trust your players. Let me join the show. I'll protect everyone. There must be balance.
And he did.
And he did. Well, that's exactly how the story goes, but we'll go with it for now. Rahal, very happy that all of his guys are team playing and dunking baskets and doing well without him. It's almost like he doesn't even need to be here. Round 4, Skeel, leaks.
Yeah, so as the symbol starts to continue to form, you realize it actually looks kind of like a compass, and I'm drawing a big M in the middle of it.
Oh, nice.
Cool.
House of Skeel.
28 damage.
Okay. With a satisfying disengaging of a hydraulic. The blast door, which don't just sit locked, they are held forcibly, like the hydraulics push them from the outside, and it locks, so that they are held together and on top of each other with force. And with the satisfying cutting through those mechanical device and hydraulic locks, the doors go into a default safety mode and disengage and pop open. Not fully, but enough for easy access. You know, enough for flavor that we can waltz in there, but single file if you please. Which brings us to Merrick. Oh, sorry. Skeel.
No,
the doors.
Full round action, double attack.
True, but I figured you want to see what you can see, right?
I guess if it's a free action of perception, I will do that.
Yeah, it does. And also, I kind of need to reveal the room anyway before you guys go running in there.
You don't have to. 18.
Oh, you know what? So, with the satisfying grind of hydraulics, revealing what can only be considered a detention block with 4 guards and 2 Coruscant guards, an octagonal room, many consoles, and windowed cells, which obviously have prisoners. And we will see you next time.
Fine.
Keep the force to myself. Up because the Emperor ruined it for everyone else. We gotta find a place to hide. Guess we're going underground now. Ooh, I'm a rebel just for kicks now. But I've been rocking it since Order 66 now. The force is strong and I feel it still. Ooh, I'm a rebel just for kicks now. What the Emperor say, Order 66 now. But the force is strong and I feel it still. Gotta make it out to thee. Gonna reason with the senators, try to make it better now. But somewhere out there's gotta be free. I guess we'll head to Alderaan now. Ooh, I'm a rebel just for kicks now. I've been rocking it since Order 66 now. The force is strong and I feel it still. Ooh, I'm a rebel just for kicks now. What the Emperor say, Order 66 now. But the force is strong and I feel it still. We should fight a war for peace. Ooh, I'm a rebel just for kicks now. Resurrect the Jedi, bring the Emperor down to his knees. The Sith mean nothing to me. I should strike them all down now. Ooh, I'm a rebel just for kicks now. There'll be no acquittal for the Sith who killed the little Padawan. He is my enemy.
Is he coming? 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 Is he coming back?
Ooh, I'm a rebel just for kicks, and I'm gonna keep on going till the galaxy is fixed now. Cause the force is strong and I feel it still. Ooh, I'm a rebel just for kicks now. I've been rocking it since Order 66 now. The force is strong and I feel it still. Ooh, I'm a rebel just for kicks now. What the Emperor say, Order 66 now. But the force is strong and I feel it still. Cause the force is strong and I feel it still.